Darren Winkle used to be a bellman at the Salt Lake City Marriott. Darren Winkle is now at the highest rank in New Skin. It's called the Hawaiian Blue Diamond. He hasn't made less than $180,000 in a month in the last 15 years. Wow. He went straight from being a bellman, straight to being a New Skin distributor. But what was the difference in Derek and so many others? He didn't get knocked off the bridge of belief because his sponsor was a responsible sponsor, and he taught him. And so, as a responsible sponsor, the very next time you sponsor somebody, recognize that insecurity, get in front of it, and then give the assignment. Watch this every single week for the next 9 months. If you'll watch it every week for the next 9 months, I believe yes.
What is he watching?
It's called the evolution of network marketing. Because we've got to build belief in 3 ways. First way we have to build belief is in the network marketing industry. I believe in my heart of hearts that it is not just good but great. Most of you don't believe that. Most of you hope it. You only really believe it when you're making quite a bit of money. Right? For a lot of you it's hope, and hope is a wonderful thing. But hope won't get you home. You know, so I got to have you keeping to review this valid content to replace the invalid content that you may get from an uneducated observer of our business. Okay? So we give the assignment to watch the Evolution Network Marketing every single week for the next 9 months. Are you willing to give that assignment? Yeah. And the bad news is the DVD I just gave you is the Australian version, which will not play. I'm sorry. I wish that it would.
True. It won't work.
Okay. Okay, but you can watch it online. You can watch the same thing online. Okay? All right. Now.
What a giver, huh?
Now, here's the next thing. It's a beautiful thing to have increasing confidence. And by the way, have you watched that DVD? Have you seen the Evolution of Network Marketing?
I don't think so.
Okay, critically important for you. Okay, here's Scott, who's been at this for this period of time. We need to, for whatever reason, he's hung in there. But we got to change. I'm not just interested in holding people. I just don't want to hold Scott on this bridge of belief for 5 more years of misery. And that's not it. What I want to do is change. What would be the height of insanity? To do for the next 5 years what you've done for the last 5 years and expect some different outcome. Right? So we've got to do something different. And the first thing we have to do different is cause you to have a different belief, first in the network marketing industry, and it's to have you do the exact same thing I just asked Scott to do. Watch that video every single week for the next 9 months. You willing to do that?
Yeah.
Now,
whatever it takes.
And when you do this, okay, do it the way that I do it. Are you willing to watch it every week for the next 9 months? He says, yes. Do you promise? Yes.
I promise.
Do you promise? You will change your business. You will change your business by giving those assignments with poise, with posture. Do you promise? You'll have a different business. Okay, the next thing is we've got to grow belief in Monavie. Because all those of you, it's easy to have belief in Monavie the juice. It's easy to have belief in Monavie the juice. Just drink it. But having belief in Monavie the company or Monavie the opportunity, I again believe becomes only a real reality when you're making some money. Between now and then, it's hope, it's not belief. And so, we have to also be teaching a few things about the company on a constant basis. And that, for me, is 20 years. I have to tell you, I love 20 years. It's one of my favorite pieces. And have you seen 20 years? Probably not. This really is, I really do believe that some of the most important lessons I've learned in my 20-year career are found here. It's 4 different little 7-minute segments. And it's just really important information. It's information you probably won't see or find anyplace else. And is it or is it not true? Those of you who've seen it. When you watch it, doesn't it bump your belief forward just a little bit? Yeah. And so I give the assignment, again, for you, Randy. I want you to watch this every single week, at least once, for the next 9 months. Are you willing to do that? And do you promise? Are you willing to do that? And do you promise?
I promise. Yeah.
Okay.
You writing all this down, Deb? Because he's asking me to do a lot.
Here's the deal. Here's what will happen. You see, what I'm trying to do at the outset is just prevent these people. Remember, I addressed the painful reality that most people who get in the industry of network marketing get right back out. And so this step number 5, these things I'm doing right now are designed to cause those people who are getting right back out to not get out, to hold them in for 9 months. Not just to hold them in for 9 months of pain, but to hold them in for 9 months and to engage them in a process such that 9 months from now, see, I don't know. I really and honest to God don't know if I can cause you to be profitable next week. I don't know that.
No.
But I know this. If you do what I teach for 9 months, you will be. You will be. I know that. And that's true almost no matter where you start, no matter what set of talents and skills and abilities and life circumstance you bring. If you do what I teach for the next 9 months, I believe you'll be far enough along. If I can hold you around for 9 months doing what I teach, I think you're around for life. That's what I really believe. Okay, so,
And I can teach the same thing to somebody else. It's just
and that's
very
it.
duplicatable.
And the tool talks, exactly. We're creating, and by the way, remember again, there's a lot of different ways to do our business. And I'm only complimentary. I'm only complimentary. I look with fascination, with awe at what some have built. But Monavie is basically a personality-driven business. A handful of extraordinarily powerful personalities that float the boat. And that's a great thing. There came a time, a lot of years ago, there was a number of years where for me, the business was the fun. I mean, gosh, when I first started working internationally, the business was the fun. Tara and I traveled all over the world. The business was the fun. You know what? I've done it for 21 years. The business is not the fun for me. I like what I do, but the business is not my life. I have big parts of my life that are not the business. I have big parts that are completely separate from the business. This business is not my entire world. And so there came a time when I wasn't willing to let it be a personality cult. There came a time when instead it had to be driven by a process, by a set of principles that would work if I was not there. And that's when it was refined to the point where I want it to be such that if I'm not working, you don't know. That's what I want it to be. If I'm not working, you don't know. That's when you really got it going on. Well, so what I want next, and in continuation of this belief-building process, I want to give you a further assignment, Randy, that every single week for the next 9 months, you watch at least one Black Diamond documentary. You want to do that?
Yes.
You promise? Randy, or Scott, I want you to watch one Black Diamond documentary for the next 9 months. You want to do that?
One a month?
One a week for the next 9
One a
months.
week?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They're 5 minutes.
Do you promise?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. If I can just make this happen.
Well, let me tell you, folks.
And this is part of making it happen.
If you will give these assignments, and if you will follow these assignments, your results will change. Your results will change. It's not like maybe they will change. And whenever somebody says, oh, Randy, I don't want to do it your way, let me ask you this question. Do you want your results or do you want mine? It's just real simple. If you want my results, I can only show you one way to do what I have done. And it's this way. This is what I have done. And if you want my results, do it my way. If you want your results. Okay. Now the next thing is we also have to have people engage in a process that causes their belief to grow, not just in Monavie, not just in marketing, but in themselves. And there are two things that make that happen. One thing is when you develop new skills. When you develop new skills, then your confidence, your poise, and your self-esteem go up. Right? That's true. If you develop new skills, your confidence, your poise, your self-esteem goes up.
And your freedom.
Your confidence, poise, and self-esteem go up. Let me tell you, life is better. It's just better. It doesn't matter if you're making more money or not at that point in time yet. If your confidence, poise, and self-esteem are going up, you feel better about you. And you know what? That's typically the first way that people get paid. Some people make money in Monavie right away. Most people have to grow a little. Most people have an improvement in confidence, poise, and self-esteem. They feel better about themselves, and that is followed by financial success. Sometimes they happen at the same time. Well, the second thing that causes it to take place is new skills are being developed, or if new positive character attributes are being